Hello, my lords and ladies, and welcome to another episode of Warhammer 40k edition, where we are painting a Gretchin. There is 10 of these in the box. We're going to be doing some, 10 videos, obviously. First off, I want to say thank you to all my YouTube members. I can't thank you guys enough for contributing and helping the channel out tremendously. We're going to try and pump out a lot more videos. Trying is the key word here. That's the key. Pretty simple video. But yeah, without further ado, let's go. All right, the first thing you're going to do is obviously build your miniatures, put them on a base, and then I put some astro granite down. I spray paint it in black and then white from above and from the sides to give it that nice little zenithal highlighting. It's not completely white. It's got some dark undertones, and that's what we're looking for. So for all of our skin, we're going to paint some straight up Ork Flesh base color paint. All right, the second thing we're going to do is paint all of its little robes with some black Templar. We're using black Templar because Black Legion is a little bit too dark. Black Templar is a little bit opaque, and that's what we want. We kind of want that zenithal highlighting sticking through. For a little goblin's pouch on its side, for this one specifically, we're going to do some Snakebite Leather, straight out of the pot, obviously. For the nails and the teeth and the toenails, we're going to be using some Morghast Bone. Just obviously be a little careful going around that skin. If you get any on there, you can just always repaint over it with your Ork Flesh. For the revolver portion and then the little plate spike thingy on the chest or stomach area, we're going to do some Bathasar Gold. And for all of our metallics, we're going to be doing some Iron Warriors. This is basically everything except for the barrel of the gun, the sword, and then the little knob that's sticking up at the end of the hilt of the sword as well. Don't forget the handle of our gun as well. For the barrel of the gun, we are going to be doing straight white. Just probably take a couple coats because white is one of the worst colors to paint on a miniature. You probably know that. And for our last base color, we're going to be using some Retributor Armour. This is going to be on the guard or the guards of the sword. And that's it. So pretty quick on the base colors. Moving on to the washes. All right, we're going to try something a little new here. We're going to take some contrast medium and some Ork Flesh contrast paint. We're going to do like a 2-to-1, so 2 Lahmian and 1 Ork Flesh. And we're going to put that all over the skin. It comes out very dark, but don't worry, we're going to paint over it again. It gives it some depth. Not sure if I truly like it, but it's not horrible. For all of our metallics, we're going to be using Nulin Oil. Just be cognizant of that white barrel. You do not want to get any on there. So just on the metallics, the silver metallics. And then finally, we're going to be doing some Agrax Earthshade on our gold and Bathasar Gold areas. And let this dry, and then we'll move on to the highlights. All right, after your miniature is completely dry, we're going to be moving on to the highlights, and we're going to start with the reapplication of Ork Flesh. Now we want to get this in all the raised areas. Any of those indentations or recesses we do not want to get. We want to keep some of that terrible green wash in those areas. I know it looks horrible painting over what we did to it, but you got to trust the process a little bit. It's going to take you a little bit to do this. Might take 2 coats on certain areas where that green wash kind of stuck through, but trust me, it's going to look good in the end. All right, to give it a little bit more depth, we're going to be using some Ogryn Camo straight up. And we're working this onto like the biceps, the fingers, the hands, the thigh, the toenails, or the toes, I should say, the hands, tops of the ears, tops of the head, the nose. And again, we're not getting anything into the recesses. You want to make sure you put this on the lips as well, or the lip that you can see, and the chin as well. This gives it that little bit more green depth and makes it look actually really nice. Actually makes it look, this is my favorite painting technique for goblins and orcs. Maybe not so much the wash, but this particular method of doing it with these colors. All right, for our little leather area, we're just going to do a little bit of edge highlighting with some Hobgrot Hide. Try not to go crazy on it, but it's kind of a box, so just outline the box. For our teeth and nails and toenails, we're going to be doing some Screaming Skull. So yeah, just get those on there. Just be cognizant of the skin. Obviously, we painted over that, so we do not want to get any on that skin. For our Black Templar areas, we are going to do a Gray Seer. If you wanted to knock this out quicker, you could probably do a dry brush. I'm just not a huge fan of the dry brush technique right here. I want to keep it very uniform. So we're just going straight into edge highlighting with some Gray Seer. So it's going to be the wraps on the legs and then the wrap loincloth on the back, a little bit on the front. For the belt buckle and for the revolver cylinder, I guess you could say. We're going to be using some Gehenna's gold on there just to brighten it up. For our guard and hilt area, we're just going to be doing a reapplication of Retributor Armour. You can use Liberator Gold if you would like. It's up to you. I just went with the straight Retributor Armour because it was already in my palette. And I didn't feel like using Liberator Gold. But again, it is up to you. For our silvers, we're going to be using some Leadbelcher. So we're going to be doing this all over the little pistol that our goblin is holding, the sword, and then the end tip of the sword as well. Now, you can paint over basically everything. Especially the rivets that are sticking up as well. We're trying to make it a little bit brighter, and it adds to the depth of the miniature. All right, now for the annoying part. We're going to have to do some freehand. So if you're looking at the box art, you'll notice that there's checkers, just like every other orc, wog out there. Their pattern is the checkers. So there's probably a lot easier way to do this. You probably use a Sharpie pen, but I just went freehand with my brush, and we're just drawing checkers. So I just drew some lines with some Abaddon Black, and then I'm filling them in and doing checkers. That's it. So if you feel comfortable doing that, absolutely do it. All right, winding down here, I'm doing my bases in like a Martian space thing. So we're going to be doing some Tuskgor Fur onto that aggro granite or astro granite, whatever it is. And then while that Tuskgor Fur is drying, we are going to do the rim of the base. So we're almost there. It's not your favorite part yet because it doesn't mean you're done. But we're going to be doing that rim of the base in Abaddon Black. Now, while that's drying, we're going to take some Baal Red and we're going to poke those in those tiny little goblin eyes. Be very careful on this part. It is easy to mess up, so try and just do your best. And then when you're done with that, now it's your favorite part of painting the miniature, which means you're done. I'm going to put some Agrax Earthshade all over that red. And then once that dries, you can do some light brown or some scrag brown to brighten up on a dry brush. But I didn't on this one, so here it is. Not too shabby, not too bad at all for a tiny little miniature that we have to do 9 more of, but gives you an idea of what to do. Well, I want to say thank you for watching this tutorial. If you are new to the channel and you enjoyed it, you can leave me a comment, you can subscribe, you can share it, you can post it. I don't care. It doesn't matter. I'm just thankful that you're here, that anybody's here watching this, because this is a true hobby of mine that I really, really enjoy doing. Again, I want to say thank you to all the YouTube members. You guys help this channel tremendously. All you guys do, I can't thank you guys enough. Appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. We got some more Warhammer coming up. Trying to finish out Elden Ring. Got Kingdoms Forlorn, Moonstone, Hawk RPG. We got a bunch of stuff, so stay tuned. All right, I love you all, and I will see you on the next one. All right, paint on.